Fresh questions are being raised about the finances of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor after a new report revealed he was allowed to sublet multiple properties within the grounds of Royal Lodge while paying only a nominal rent for the estate itself. The arrangement has sparked criticism from royal finance experts and renewed scrutiny over how royal properties are managed and funded. Here's what the latest findings reveal. According to a report by the National Audit Office, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's lease agreement for Royal Lodge permitted him to sublet up to 3 properties located within the estate grounds. The report did not disclose how much income was generated through the arrangement, nor how long the cottages were occupied. However, critics argue that the lack of transparency raises significant questions about public accountability. A royal source reportedly maintained that the cottages were rented to staff and that the income was used to help cover maintenance costs associated with the Royal Lodge estate. The revelations come amid broader scrutiny of royal property arrangements following concerns about the terms under which ex-Prince Andrew occupied Royal Lodge, a substantial Windsor estate he leased in 2003. Under the agreement, Andrew reportedly invested millions of pounds into renovations, reducing the upfront premium he was required to pay while allowing him to occupy the property under highly favourable terms. Former Liberal Democrat minister and royal finance commentator Norman Baker criticized the arrangement, claiming cottages in the area could command substantial annual rents. Baker argued that any proceeds from subletting should have flown back to the Crown estate rather than remaining private income. The report also highlighted other royal housing arrangements, including residences occupied by non-working royals whose accommodation costs are reportedly covered through royal funding mechanisms. Meanwhile, Andrew has already surrendered Royal Lodge and relocated to a smaller residence on the Sandringham estate. The former Duke of York remains within a notice period connected to the termination of his lease. The National Audit Office stated that its report was not intended to assess value for money. However, the findings are expected to inform a wider inquiry by Parliament's Public Accounts Committee on royal property arrangements and public accountability. Buckingham Palace welcomed the report and said the findings would help provide context regarding royal residences and property agreements, as reported by British media. The Crown Estate reportedly also stated that its lease arrangements with members of the royal family were agreed using independent professional advice and market valuations. As parliamentary scrutiny intensifies, the debate over transparency, royal finances, and public accountability appears far from over. Whether the upcoming inquiry produces further disclosures remains to be seen. But the latest revelations have once again placed Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and royal property arrangements firmly under the spotlight.